Imagine building a WordPress website, whatsoever coming into your mind, just writing a prompt, and your website is actually getting the changes live done. So let's dive into this video where we actually going to learn how we actually implement the process where we don't have to actually re-upload the files every time we made changes via AI, and it's going to be super easy setup. In this whole tutorial, we are going to use three different things, which is one is Cursor, another is GitHub, and the third one is Cloudbean. So in this setup, what is going to do is, like, once the setup is completed, all we need is Cursor where we are going to write prompts, and the prompt is going to change in the code whatsoever the need is, and it's going to be bringing up to the live site itself. So let's dive into this video where we can have the whole setup and start using WordPress as well in the AI era, where we don't have to hire a developer, or somehow we need for a smaller changes we don't need actually to chase or waste our time. By just a prompt you can start using your website live. In this video we are going to actually have three different tools which we are going to use: Cloudbean for the hosting part, for the Cursor for the AI coding part, and GitHub is a platform where you actually just get your code base stored, and so that every time you want to call that code you can call it here and there. It's a cloud-based system where you just manage your code itself. So the Cursor is going to communicate with GitHub is going to push the code to Cloudbean, and your website is going to be live on cloud. And by just having prompts you will be able to do all of the changes directly, and after once this whole tutorial is completed, right? So let's get started with the creating an account with Cloudbean, and just log in into it. Click on the login. If somehow you already have an account with Cloudbean, you can sign in, or somehow you don't have, you just sign up. It's just a couple of seconds task, and I already have an account with Cloudbean, so I'm just signing in into it, and you can skip this as well. And this is how the first dashboard it will look like. I have certain servers and I have certain applications and tools installed on my server, so this is not going to be the case with you. So all you have to do is just click on the add server button. Once you do that, you have a cloud provider choice. You can choose any of them. I go with the Linode, and I can use any of the applications. Like, give example, for this particular application we are using WordPress, so we can select WordPress, and according to the server location you can change the, like, I'm looking forward to Chicago itself. My audience is going to be Chicago, near Chicago, so I'm choosing the data center as in Chicago, and I can actually name my website. So my website, I can name, you can change or keep it according to your requirement. And this is going to be another part, like, where you just have to select the server size. By default it's recommended that with a 2 GB of RAM is good for the WordPress installation, but you can of course start with the 1 GB as well. So I'm going with the 4 GB one, so I'm just launching it. It does give you a 3-day free trial, so you can try it out. I'm already having a server with me, so I'm not actually going to reinitiate another server. So once you complete the process of free trial itself, you will be landed to this particular dashboard screen, which is going to show you your server. My server is already launched. You guys might actually face 5 to 7 minutes of gap, because it's gonna launch it. It's gonna start showing you, but it will be available for next 7 minutes or 6 to 7 minutes to just use for you itself. Once you do that, all we have to do is just click on server. You have all the credentials, all the details here. Server health, you can check out your how much memory or how much disk is being used. Services, you don't have to do anything on the server side, but I'm just giving you an introduction like how the platform works. And backups are pre-enabled. You don't have to do as well. They're free of cost. You can restore the application anytime, any day. So once you see all this screen, so let's navigate to the applications layer where you can have your multiple applications. So this is my server, so I'm having multiple applications on a single server. So for this particular application, we will be able to see one of the WordPress application like this one. So over your screen it will be just once, and I can name it to my WordPress website. So once I do that, these were the settings of server itself. Now you're coming back to the applications. I have a couple of applications installed here, so you might be actually only having one website right now, but you can have any number of applications. You just have to select the application type and application name, and the server select. You can have multiple servers, so that's why I'm only having one server right now, so it's only showing one, but you can install from this place anyhow. So I'm just going back. So this is my WordPress website, so which we installed, and this is the URL which we get from Cloudbean itself, where we can access the website. So it's not actually having anything, it's a clean installation. And this is the server IP address, this is the admin access. All I have to do just click on the admin access, and it's gonna be redirected to this place where I I can have the application name, this one, the username and the password, and I can log in into it. So we can see this is a fresh installation. Similarly, access with the database as well. We can access the database by just clicking on access database. It's gonna be launching the my PHP admin to just have the access of WordPress database, and all we have to do is just go into code delivery. Since we have installed this, what we have to do is just we have to download the whole file structure which we got installed for the WP WordPress itself. So all we have to do is just select all this and download. So click on the download button, zip, you can zip it, and it's gonna take a couple of seconds. Since it's a fresh install, it can be actually changed according to the size of your application. You can actually use your existing website. So what we are doing is we are bringing the existing code from the server side to the local environment so that we can start engaging with Cursor itself. Yeah. So now we have downloaded the whole application, which is this one. And once we do that, all we have to do is just extract it. Like once you download it, you can actually have it in your website name. So I have just downloaded it, and this is the folder where I'm just going to keep it. Once you save it on the place where you wanted it to be, all you have to do is just extract here. It's gonna take a couple of seconds. So we can see that extraction has been done. So this is the same code which we have on the server side. So this is where we are actually going to tell Cursor itself, like this is the files which we have to actually make it live on the server side. So once you do that, now let's jump into the Cursor itself. Now navigate to the Cursor itself. We are going to open the Cursor, and this is the screen which you're gonna see. So once you see this, since we have downloaded the code on the folder itself on the local environment, so all you have to do is just open project, go into the same directory where we have pasted all the content, and we have to just select the folder which is having all of the files. So in my case is this one, app HTML, selected, and it's gonna select the whole files within the Cursor. And once you enter into the space where you just, after selecting the folder, we have on this interface from Cursor where we on the right hand side we have a chat window, and at the same point of time in the below we have a terminal where the access of this particular folder files are. And once you do that, now talking about the Cursor, right? So Cursor is having a lot of capacity to run different languages and different frameworks. So WordPress does come with the rules and regulations. So Cursor actually have a portal where it's called Cursor directory, or you just have to navigate to Cursor directory. Once you go to there, you just have to write WordPress, and it's gonna give us WordPress rules. It's gonna be Cursor rules. So all you have to do is copy and come into back to the Cursor, click on settings section, settings, and then rules and memories. So once you come into here, add rules, just copy this and done. So now what gonna happen is, like every single time you're actually going to changes, right? So it's gonna be actually done with the standards of WP. So you don't have to be worried about that, like if somehow something is not up to the mark. So now the Cursor is actually having the information like how he has to handle the code. Now we have the Cursor set up, we have the rule set up. Now we have to connect it with the Get itself. So we can ask Cursor itself, can you please connect with Get and make it a new repo so that I can continue my development. So Cursor is going to actually start initializing the process of making a Get itself. So it's gonna run for every single Get command so that it can actually make the changes live onto the Get itself. So let's give it a time. In your case, if somehow you have not actually installed Get on your system, you have to install those system as well. It's super easy. Just download Get and just connect your Get account and make a Get account with GitHub, and it's gonna be automatically handled off itself. If you guys face any issues in connecting with this, comment down. I will be actually going to help you out with the process of connecting your Get with the Cursor itself. So as we can see that the Get is right now running, and it has already created a new branch, and it's committing all of the code to the Get new repository which it has created now, and it's gonna check the Get status, which is going to check if some other master branch is right or not. And now Get log, it's creating whatsoever is needed. You don't have to worry about that. So here we get excellent. We have successfully get your WordPress project as a Git repository. So now we have created all of the stuff which is needed. Cursor has taken care of it. So these are the commands which has been run on this, and we can ask it like if somehow we can have access to the URL where the repository is. Can you share the URL? So we have this Get. So this is the repository which we got from Get account. I had account with this, right? So this was the account which I've created with it. So if somehow you just face any issues like the repo is not created, you have to log in into your account. And once once you do that, all you have to do is click on new repo, new button, and name your repository and create repository. Once you do that, copy this. Once you copy that command, just come into cursor and just push this code base to this Git branch. So it says that it exists, and now is going to ask us you to add a new account. You can sign up with the code as well. Once you do this, paste it. This is how you're gonna authorize your Git account. So once you do that, it's gonna allow it. And coming back to cursor, it's gonna take a couple of seconds. Successfully, we have now our Git repository. All we have to do is copy it. Coming back to the code delivery, all you have to do is just enable the Git and paste it here. Once you paste it, so it's gonna show this. All you have to do is click on clipboard, copy this SSH key so that this particular CloudBean hosted website is going to have access to the Git repository. Navigate to your repository itself again. Click on this, and your Git account, you will have your WordPress website, which is this one. And this is the repo where all of the files are now uploaded to the Git branch. Now navigating to settings, settings after deploy keys. Under the security, you will find deploy keys. Click on this and add key. You can have it name or no, doesn't matter. So once you do that, we are now connected the Git itself with our deployed application. So now all we have to do is just click on this button. It's gonna authenticate. So we can see that the branch is updated successfully. So now we have to select the branch, which is main branch, and clone repository. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna actually bring all of the code which is right now uploaded to Git to the CloudBean's website. So even though we are having the same kind of sites, but we have to do this process. And now we have to do is pull and deploy. It's gonna bring all of the code to or every single file from the Git to our own server, which we can see on the file manager as well. So once you do that, we have to make it a CI/CD implementation, which is the part which makes it super easy so that we don't have to enter every time to the cloud infrastructure or cloud account to make the new changes live on the website. All you have to do is just click on enable this CI/CD button, and this is the webhook which we have to again integrate with our repository. We have to copy this and go back to the settings itself again. Now we have an option under the code and automation where we have an option called webhooks. Click on it, navigate to webhook, add webhook, payload URL. You have to paste the webhook we are getting from our application from CloudBean. And next is we have to select, copy this secret key. And once you do that as well, select the content type as a JSON secret, and no other option has to be changed. Add webhook. So now what it's gonna happen is every time we push anything to the Git repository, automatically it's going to bring those changes to our main website on our main server itself. So this all process is done. All we have to do is just now make it sure that we don't need Git now. We don't need any server as well. We don't have to enter into this space as well. Now all we have to do is go into cursor. Every time now we have to change, may see a change. So once you do the CI/CD implementation, we are good to go ahead. So this is the domain name which we are getting the files which we are seeing right now. All we do is configure it now for the first time so that it can be done. So now we have all pushed all the things to this particular repository, and we can navigate to the CloudBean itself, and we can see we have our website here, which is right now enabled with CI/CD and all. So we don't have to be worried about any of the stuff now. So we can close the CloudBean dashboard. All we need is our URL. You can map it to your domain name as well. Go into domain analysis and add your domain name and save it. Once you do it, all you have to do is just make it primary once you update your server IP address into your DNS as a record. So once you do it, just click make primary, and this IP address you have to update as a DNS record in your DNS. Let's navigate back to cursor. Before doing that cursor thing, let's see. So we can see that there is nothing in the website. There is no plugin. There's a fresh install. There is no themes. So this is the basic theme which is coming with the 2023. So all we have to do is just navigate back to our cursor. So now we are good to go ahead with creating website. So all we have to do is just prompt. You have an idea, you just need something which is needed on the website on the WordPress. Just type it, and cursor is going to develop it for you and make it live onto your website domain name. And let's get started with this. I have built prompts. I generally actually use ChatGPT or somehow some AI chat tool where I just explain my needs in a simple words and ask to ChatGPT to make it a constructed and more better way to create a prompt and then insert into this cursor to get the website changes done. So I'm copying it from my AI cursor. So where I'm saying, hey, this is a fresh WordPress, no plugins. I've created a simple block theme. I'm building this website which is called SaaS Reminder. So start building the website, what is needed, this and this and that, and it's done. So it's gonna take a couple of seconds. It's gonna create everything. So it's explaining us that creating this, creating that, all of the fits we don't have to worry about because everything is be taken care by cursor itself. In my case, I have given permissions to all of these commands, but in your case, it's gonna ask you certain permissions to execute. So like giving example, making directory or pushing the code. So you can either you can actually put it under a allow list, or you can actually keep on replying back that this is allowed. You allow it to be done on the side of cursor. So let's wait for the couple of seconds. I'm pausing this video so that we can actually allow cursor to just make changes to the WordPress website which is asked by us, and I will join you back, guys. So back to the video. Cursor has completed the code. All we have to do is just again authorize it to the Git so that it can push the code to the server's Git branch, and once it does it, we gonna check on our website as well if the changes are live or not. Yeah, so we can see that code has been uploaded. So let's navigate to the website and we can see the reload history. So yeah, so we got another Git push. So let's see if somehow we have this here. So there is certain changes we can see. So all we have to go is to appearance. We got our new theme which was built by AI. Activate. So we have activated our theme. So let's see what is in there. There are certain changes on the website side. The cursor has made us a theme as well, which is SaaS Reminder. So since it has not actually changed, it's brought up all of the changes. So all we have to do is just again type of a prompt where I'm actually explaining. Again, I've just chat GPT to just generate another prompt. So let's give it. I'm pausing video again. So cursor takes a couple of seconds or minutes to get these changes to the website. So now we can see that we have changed the changes brought from the cursor itself. So we have those changes directly onto the WordPress website. And this is how you actually iterate your website, and just by prompts and you can get your WordPress things. You don't need plugins. You can actually have multiple plugins created by cursor, and it's going to be actually uploaded directly by GitHub. Thank you guys for staying this long, and if you feel like this tutorial helps you, just like and subscribe to the channel itself. Thank you.